Okay, well, thank you all for coming. Really happy you were here. I was so pleased to have my grandfather's Bible, he was born in 1867 in Galveston, Texas, and Maximus, our school board elected member, was here, our young person, and the Honorable Bill Patterson, former East Bay Mud Director, and I was so proud to have them with me because this is about the future. It's also about building upon what we've learned in terms of the challenges and in terms of the opportunities in Oakland, and we have to move forward.
Mayor, what's step one, day one? What's first top of your mind?
Top of my mind is to make sure that our 10-point program, which is online, you can see that we want to accomplish in 100 days, that we go through each point and that we have our plan that we can roll out in 100 days to check off, mission accomplished.
Mayor, it was so emotional, the references you made to your family history here. Can you just walk us through kind of emotionally how it feels to be standing up there after having gone all the way up to Congress and then now back?
It feels great because so much of my life is here in Oakland. You know, I lived in Maxwell Park in West Oakland, raised my kids here. Then we went to Washington, D.C., then back. And I was always here 3 days a week, 27 years. 4 days in D.C., 3 days here. So my mother lived here, my father, my stepmother, Rayco, my children. So it was almost a full circle moment for me. I've had a lot of experience that I'm excited to bring here now as mayor. But my history is a history of so many people of struggle in this country. I mean, as I said, that my dad and my mother could not buy a home in San Leandro. They were literally run out of town because they were black, and I've had the privilege to represent San Leandro for 3 decades. So I wanted to share that because even though times look bleak, people, in many respects, have lost hope that we have to keep moving forward.
Madam Mayor, do you have a day one directive you plan to sign? What's your first action you plan on making?
Well, my first action was appointing my chief of staff, and staffing up is a big deal. So that's what we're in the process of doing.
That 10-point plan, is there, the first top 5, is that something that you're prioritizing? Is it in order or,
It's not necessarily in order. Of course, we've started working already on the public safety issues. I met with our ceasefire Department of Violence Prevention with our police chief, looking at how we can make sure that crime prevention continues to be part of our policing strategy and that we get to the 700 police officers we have in the budget, 3 new academies coming. So it's tough because we need to do more, but that's a top priority and top of mind of everybody.
Madam Mayor, the Oakland Police Union just defined the city.
I saw that. I haven't talked to them recently about that.
Mayor,
Not yet.
You're a big supporter of labor. Labor's a big supporter of you. OPOA came out today talking about you can't freeze our raises. Is labor got to be a part of concessions so you can balance the budget? Because you say everybody's got to be a part of this.
Labor has got to be a part of this. I've talked to many members of labor. They are a part of this, and we're going to do this together.
I got one more question, and that's it. You had mentioned cleaner, safer Oakland.
Yeah.
That those are your priorities. I know you just referred to the POA and their concerns about the funding for their staffing. So where do you put the priority when it comes to you can't have everything?
You can't have No. You can't have everything, but we have to have our goals. And when you look at my 10-point rollout, those are our goals for the first 100 days. And of course, public safety is a big priority. The mayor's job and council's job and we all are public servants, is to keep the city safe and to help address crime rates and bring down the crime rates so people are safe, and to make sure that we have people who know how to bring down the crime rates. So it's crime prevention also. I'm talking to the POA, and we'll talk to them about how we move forward. Again, Measure NN, the voters passed in November, and so that's been my North Star in many respects, to take the voters' ideas, their votes, in context of where we need to go per Measure NN.